What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Flip Side, a GYTO podcast where we break down, share, and challenge flip perspectives and insights on different hot topics in education. And today we are back with another episode. We have the one, the only Joanne Miller back on the Flip Side couch. We are so excited to talk to her about this topic today. It is all about parent and caretaker engagement, whether it is, what's the tagline, Chris?
Building mark.
There it is. There it is. I had it in my brain, you guys, and then it just escaped me. But I knew. I knew the main topic.
And I never know what's happening. So
this is one that we have been doing a lot of conversations, studies, research on ourselves to bring to even a Get Your Teach On conference. So we're excited to chat with Joanne today. So let's dive into the flip side. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, another day, another episode of The Flip Side. We are back on the couch.
And you finally figured out, and a year through the podcast, how to sit in your chairs.
Yeah, we don't know. We're trying a new sitting procedure. It's kind of weird.
If you're watching,
Well, I guess it's not quite.
these chairs have like no back and cushion. And so after we film, my 40-year-old back is killing me. But this is hard. So now...
I just want to go back to the very first episode where y'all chose your chairs.
Yeah,
you needed to be in the middle.
I'm a young spring chicken.
Nice over here on the couch.
My back is still okay.
Well,
But
see how it goes.
it is St. Patrick's Day, everybody. So happy St. Patrick's Day.
I wore my green.
We love that. Yeah, that was by chance. But we're going to do a rapid fire question. So there's 2 rounds, one for each of you. You have to think of the first thing that comes to your mind in each question. And it's about you. If you've seen like, what is it that they do with Selena Gomez? Hope you know exactly what I'm talking about, where they walk through the house.
Oh, I love those episodes.
What are they called?
Is it Vogue?
It's Vogue.
Or it's like 72 questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I could literally watch those all day.
Well, great. You're prepared and ready to go.
I mean, nobody wants to watch one about me, but I could watch one.
It's definitely not going to be 72, okay?
Oh, man, so good.
Here we go. So I'm going to just say something, and you just have to answer the question. That's it, okay? You can watch Hope do it first, and you'll do it second.
All right.
Okay? So you just sit in your new
Although
chair.
I do think they prepare for these, no doubt.
Yeah, it is a little scripted on theirs, but you're not. So here we go.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Start the timer on the clock and rapid fire with Hope King. Here we go. Texting or talking?
Texting.
Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Favorite city in the U.S. besides the one you live in?
New York City.
Nickname the parents used to call you?
Hopester.
Last song you listened to?
Praise and worship music.
Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals?
Speak every language in the world so I can know what they're saying about me when I go get my nails.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween. Come on, guys.
How long does it take you to get ready?
Well, it depends.
Oh, boy.
Depends on the day. If it's like medium glam, full glam, no glam. Most average days, probably about 5 minutes.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
10. I am a 10, and y'all know it.
Yeah, she's a good driver.
I am.
I don't know. Taylor Swift is blank.
Taylor Swift is a creative genius.
Great. At what age do you want to retire?
Now. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that.
Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
Yes. Absolutely.
And that's rapid fire with Hope King.
What animal cracker?
Give it up. I want animal crackers too. We should Instacart some. All right. There we go. So you know how it works now, buddy?
Yeah. Add different questions?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, here's yours.
Because that would have been persuaded.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Here we go. Rapid fire. Wade King edition. Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping secrets?
Oh, 10.
Oh my gosh.
Not true at all.
He is the
That is
worst.
high.
He is the world's worst.
It is
at
not
keeping
opposite.
secrets.
I am
World's worst.
I'm very good at secrets. I'm very bad at surprises. There's a difference.
Okay.
That's true.
Sure.
Keeping a secret of a surprise?
Like
No.
if you tell me something in confidence, I am that person to go to. I am a loyal friend, trustworthy.
Hope they're not keeping secrets from me. Okay, here we go. Ariel or Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Nice choice. First celebrity crush?
Britney Spears.
You should have said Hope King.
No way. Really?
Oh, he said that fast.
Britney Spears was not your first celebrity crush. It was Max. Alex Mack.
Oh, it was Alex Mack.
Oh, wow.
I know he didn't have a crush on Britney Spears. You had a crush on Britney Spears?
No. Oh, I got to think about that. Yes, I did. Every
did?
boy did.
I even had a crush on Britney Spears.
I know that, but like he
No,
always
no.
like
Alex
frowns
Mack.
upon her.
No, even before Topanga.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yes,
no
that's-
wonder.
That's
You-
why.
I think you
That's
still have a
why I
crush
think-
on her, actually, 'cause you still listen to that podcast
Fourth,
all the time.
fourth, fifth grade was,
Does.
I think, when I realized, I want to.
Britney Spears just took me off guard because I've never even heard him talk about her before.
Yeah, that's my.
Ever.
That's
That was like
my girl.
That was like 8th grade.
Okay.
I mean, the
Yeah.
music
All right, here we go. Back in dawn or dusk.
Huh?
Dawn or dusk.
dusk.
If you
because
could
I like to
travel-
go to sleep.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
Oh,
Oh, I want to see the dinosaurs.
Do you snore?
Yes.
Place you most want to travel to?
I would like to go to. Hope's looking at me because she's like, I want to go there too. I want to go to Iceland and Ireland.
In the same trip?
I thought it was Tokyo, and
Oh, Japan?
he doesn't want to travel.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Favorite junk food?
Junk.
You just ate it.
That's candy, but yeah, Kit Kats are my favorite.
That's
candy.
junk. Favorite childhood TV show?
Boy Meets World.
Favorite season?
Summer.
Last Halloween costume?
It was Harry Potter.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Do you ever post inspirational quotes on your social media?
Sometimes.
I didn't even make these up. He does all the time. Passion fuels your purpose. Here we go. Welcome to another
Hi,
episode of Flip
baby.
Side. Joanne is here. We're going to dive in on today's episode of The Flip Side. Let's go.
All right, you guys, we are so excited to dive in today with our episode with Joanne. Give it up for Joanne. I feel like there needs to be an
She does that. Yeah, applause. Oh, we need an applause sign for that.
it.
You did not bring
I
it.
brought it.
Oh, my
Liam,
gosh.
sign,
We'll
please.
do it in post edit. We'll add the applause sign for that, what it looks like. But
Wait, where is the applause?
oh,
Got it.
we got to get the sign. The applause sign. Is it coming?
Okay, well, why the applause?
Oh, wow. Leanne brings it. There we go. There we go.
Oh, my
Oh, here it comes.
Applause.
There we go.
Oh,
Let's
I've
start
never
over.
been able to have
Okay,
this.
just start over. Just start over, and we all have to act it. Okay, so reset. If you're not watching on YouTube, that's your problem, not ours. Okay, here we go. So, welcome back to another episode of The Flip Side. On today's episode, Joanne Miller is here.
I've never been able to hold
Cue the applause
sign.
sign.
I'm
That is
so
so
excited
amazing.
about it. It's
You
so
actually use that
fun.
in your
It
classroom,
brings me
correct?
joy. Yes, I do.
Tell us how. before-
Well, show us how you professionally do it. Like you,
yeah.
that is you. So how would
So, if I have an amazing lesson
Yeah.
and I don't think that they're sure that I had an amazing lesson, I just hold this. If I worked hard in a lesson, I need to be appreciated.
Hold up the applause sign.
Right, that is right.
And they hold it up for each other because when they want to give a shout out, my favorite place though is at open house. So the parents know, like, do you like that idea? Yes. Great.
that is the best
Clap
thing.
for me.
Make yourself an applause
Yes.
Yeah,
sign.
that's
That is
actually
the
perfect for today's
greatest.
topic. As it
Literally
goes.
bring you joy.
I love that. Now, you came with gifts, as always.
Always.
Joanne had binge listened to all episodes of The Flip Side prior to this one on her drive, I guess.
I listen to them when they drop every Monday.
Oh, what a good friend. I love
She
it.
is loyal.
And if you're not watching on YouTube, I have a giant box in my hand, and I'm just going to dump out the contents if you are watching on YouTube.
He already
Got me literally 30 bags of Sour Patch watermelon. They will probably be gone by the end of this.
that is her
episode.
that is his favorite.
So thank you.
That is
Yeah,
our
those are my favorite.
He loves those.
There we go.
Those are Swedish fish you like.
I do.
I do.
Anything like
fish.
Tastes like candles.
chewy, that's going to probably give me cavities. That's fine. All right. So today's, as I put in one of my
I was like,
not
oh,
As you needed.
this
to.
is not going to go
Sorry,
well.
to our listeners.
Yeah, so I'm going. Oh, that's
It's
like
a little ASMR.
Yes.
ASMR on the flip side today.
Open the.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
ASMR.
What's
like
that?
Sound.
It's something.
I don't.
it sounds. People do it. People are weird.
Open your candy. That's what they do.
Yes.
It's so weird.
What?
Like Kourtney Kardashian does it all the time. Okay, and we're done. All right. That was fun with
It
ASMR.
sounds of things. When I did the
It's
chewing
supposed to
sound,
be like therapeutic.
I thought of the guy from Love Is Blind from last season where he went.
Oh, gosh, Leo.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like
did that
from last season.
The reunion to what's her name?
Brittany, poor Brittany. Oh
And he
my
goes,
gosh.
Yes,
he did that all the time. He's such a weirdo. Okay.
Oh my god.
But
I don't know what they talk about half the time, Joe.
we're just song so I can chew this Sour Patch watermelon before we go in. Today's episode is all about family engagement, building connections with parents, family, caregivers of our students? And is it actually bringing everyone together or checking a box? So we thought no better person to kick off this than the queen of family engagement, just engagement in general. You can put any adjective in front of it, and that fits Joanne. But on how do we do this with our students, with our families, to really build this partnership up? Because I think a lot of times, and we've heard this a lot in the past, that there's events, there's different things that we're doing, there's conferences, there's communication, but it's more of a checking a box than actually building this community that is going to be long term. And especially right now in education, I think there's a climate of parents versus teachers sometimes on different things. Teachers will say, well, if the parents did this or the parents did that, and the teacher will say, the teacher's doing this, the teacher's doing that. So, but before we dive into all that, for those who missed your first episode, it was our holiday edition. If you missed it, you want to check it out.
You should go back and check it out.
And listen, but introduce yourself, tell them all things about you, what you do, where you teach, all things Joanne Miller.
Okay. I'm Joanne Miller. This is my 28th year of teaching. Most things.
Hold on to the applause side.
All in public schools. 24 of my years have been in a Title I school, and my last 4 years have been in a local public school. It's a big school, but it's next to my house, 3.1 miles.
We love it.
I know.
You run it every morning there?
I do love that.
Yeah,
So this
nice job.
3.1 mile.
Yeah. So
It's 5K. There and back.
That in Atlanta, that's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
that's
true.
no, it doesn't take that long.
No, that's a short bike ride.
We do have some parking lot issues, but it's okay. But that's perfect because of the family engagement. See, I work right in the community.
Yeah.
I see them all the time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And you also have a social media account.
Yes.
Tell them where they can follow there, what things you share on there.
Okay. I try to share all of the things that are working in my classroom. I try to find solutions. I try to find solutions to things that are probably common in every classroom. And I'm at Head Over Heels for Teaching.
Yes.
Mhm.
Love it. So when we talk about family engagement, let's just first of all break about what does that mean to you? You have a group of students coming in. What does that mean to you to kind of build this community in there? And what does that kind of look like in your classroom specifically?
Okay, just for the students?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I pride myself on creating a class family where this is our classroom. This is our responsibility. I cannot do it by myself. I mean, this is, I think, part of the problem is that teachers try to do all the things and try to do it to a level that's where we have burnout. And so we all take ownership. And so even when I'm teaching the standards, I'll say, whose responsibility is that? We know this? All of ours. So they coach each other and they, it takes some time because, you have to be vulnerable and you have to be trusting to say, I don't understand something, and to ask someone else who you think it might be an expert at your group. But we all work together to build that. We celebrate each other. We praise each other. We encourage each other. We're very open about strengths and weaknesses. We share all of our data. And again, that takes some time. I always ask first before I release scores, but we have to know. I mean, and by 5th grade, it's, they kind of know anyway. So why not hone in on those things that we know that we're good at and then, share those with everyone in our class as experts.
Now, this year you actually looped from 4th to 5th with your class. Talk about, was that your decision? How did that come about? And what has that done for the community with parents, with students? Just how has that been an asset to you this year? Or maybe has it not? I don't know. But how has that played a role in your kind of current climate of your classroom?
I would always choose to loop if there's an opening. Like, I don't want to
Push someone out.
Yeah.
Or that.
Well, yeah. This is my 5th time looping. I've never done it back to back. So I just did it 2 years ago too. So this is back to back. And so at this school, now everybody thinks that I do 4th, then 5th, and 4th, and 5th.
Oh, so you literally did 4th,
Yes.
looped up to 5th, then went back to 4th,
Yes.
looped up to wow.
They just think it's
So,
normal.
right.
This
But
is
this,
the looping.
yes,
I kind of love it.
right. Now, I can't say enough about it. And some people think like, oh, well, they get too comfortable. But no, we start from day one running.
Yep.
I was able to give summer assignments. I had summer reading. We had summer meetups, so that we keep that camaraderie and that community all summer long. And just plus, guess what?
What's that?
My name tags were done before school.
That's
ended.
that right there. I'm telling you, I looped from 1st to 2nd to 3rd, and it was the best.
Why?
years.
I don't know why the name tags are such a big deal, but personalizing the things, I could do it all.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
I
like, I'm
have
not
my
waiting for
list.
no class list. I
have
already
my
know.
class list. But it is a stress reliever because you always are so anxious and you're anticipating who's going to be in your class or who's not going to be in your class. And so for the teacher, I feel like it relieves some stress, and also for the students. Like,
Yeah.
there's no crying at the end of the year, 4th grade, because we already know we're going to be back together again.
Yeah.
So that part is great. Plus, just even the data itself, like I was able to teach several standards before we left 4th grade.
Because you already knew.
Yeah.
It's very Montessori.
Yes. Yeah. So
So when we talk about like parent engagement and diving into this topic, I know one of the biggest things for teachers is, and this isn't just with, parent, family, caretaker connection, it's with everything, is time. That's another thing that takes time. And it does, any kind of relationship that you build is going to take intentional time.
Yes.
And so one of the biggest things that, we have really talked to the Get Your Teach On community about, whether it be at conferences or on this podcast, is do less, but do it better. And so many times, I think what ends up happening is we get in a routine of, okay, our school does this night, this night, this night, this night. We have 4 nights a year that we're going to invite parents into the building. But even with those 4 nights, there's no intention into how do we establish a stronger connection? How do we build a collaborative relationship to grow these learners? And so a lot of times it is what we were talking about with this episode, that it's very much, okay, we've done that first night. Now we've got our second. Okay, we've done the second night. But even after those 4 nights, there's no better parent relationship, caretaker relationship than there was before. So what have been some of the things that you have prioritized? Because you cannot do it all. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can connect with parents, caretakers. You cannot do it all. What have been the things that you have prioritized that have really helped your parent engagement, your caretaker engagement in your classroom?
Okay, so a couple of things I'm very intentional about is my weekly newsletter, where I spell out the entire week, the standards. I include like some Nearpods or some quizzes, some extra things that they can do at home. This is a whole slide that just says, what can we do at home? So that they know if they want to help them, they can. I feature a few students, the upcoming events, our school newsletter. Like I just put all of that together so they have everything in one place.
Do you email that and send a hard copy home?
No, just I send a link. Okay. So it's just like a link to a little website. But before that, I would just do it like on Class Dojo, same thing, no hard copy. But Class Dojo, in the past, I don't have any parents that need a Spanish-speaking one, but it translates it for you. So that's a nice feature. A lot of the other things I do are spontaneous. And so just like little things like if they earn something, they get to take a lawn sign home, like they graduated their multiplication facts, or their class thinks they're a big deal sign. Celebrations, like if they have a paper, I'll have them hold up a graded paper that they did a good job on. They took a lot of time studying. They hold it up, send a picture. Their parents at work. What great! I mean, it literally takes 1 second.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way. And so I like to do a lot of things that go a long way.
Yeah.
For my families. But I have very high expectations for my families because I have expectations for myself and for my students. And again, we can't do it by ourselves. We have to have everybody on board. And I'm very open about that at open house, that we only have actually 1 night. Yeah. The other things are all optional. Like, we have some like a hoedown and a dance.
Yeah.
But like open house is our main event. And so this year, can we talk about it?
Oh, I can't. I already know. I was in the planning phase of this one.
So I looped, and so I wasn't sure like if a lot of parents would come again because, a lot of kids are active in sports or cheer or church. And so, no. They all said they were coming. 100% were coming, which I like 100% participation.
And this is open house, in case you missed that. Yeah.
House. So what am I going to do? Because I basically have the same things.
We already know each other. What are we going to talk about?
And I don't want them to be like, okay, so I gave up my night, and this is the same thing that we talked about last year. So at literally the last second, like I texted Chris the night before. Like
I think I sent an email out for a conference, and I was working at like, I don't know, I think it was like 9 o'clock, and I sent this email, and Joanne goes, "Oh, good, you're up. I wanted to run this idea by someone." I'm like,
I said,
"What?"
Of course, I don't know why I would even ask him, because of course he's like, "Yeah, do."
As if I would say no to an idea.
To affirm or validate my idea.
She's like, "I see you're up because you sent an email. What do you think of this idea?" Because everyone else is clearly sleeping.
And I'm like, I don't know if I can pull it off.
What is it? Tell me.
Okay, I will. I did a room transformation.
Cue to commercial break. No, just kidding. You'll find out right after this. No, go ahead.
I did a room transformation for parents. Now, they always see the pictures I send home, like, after we have a room transformation, but they've never experienced it.
Right.
They know what their child experiences in our class and the magic that happens.
Through their eyes.
Yes. So my kids didn't know. Nobody knew. So after school, I got right to work because 5th grade, we're the last open house. We don't start till 6:30. So when they came in, I opened the doors, and then their reaction, they acted just like the kids do. They're like, oh, my. And they're squealing.
What
They just
transformation
loved it.
did you do?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's
Since I already had everything. So, I mean, I didn't have to buy anything because I already had it. So I just set it up. But they said, no wonder, no wonder my kid does not want to go on vacation because
That's
So
something we did at a school we taught for a long time, and we would, because they kind of looped with us every year, and we would do lessons with the parents.
yes.
come in for a full day of school.
Full day of school. And it was
Oh.
really cool for them to experience what their kids get to experience all throughout the day.
See, I would love that.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
One time only, we had to bring your parent to school night. And
They
it
would
was
sit-
for 1 hour, but they got like a little sampling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you make it really great, then it's like when kids are coming home and they're complaining, the parents like, what do you mean? I saw the lesson. I saw how great that was. But what does it look like? Because I know that you looped this year. So you obviously had already established those relationships, connections. What does it look like on a fresh start, fresh year? You don't know the students. You don't know their parents. How do you lay that?
How do you get to that?
Yeah.
point?
How do you get to the point that you're at now?
So we have a meet the teacher before the open house. So it's like the Friday before school starts. And I try to, get my feet wet that day. And then this, but it's the flip side. So we like to be controversial.
We like it
this
spicy.
is not popular, but I do give out my personal number. So they can text me. And I've been doing that since cell phones, the colonial times.
Wow. Yeah. Did you have like dial-up phones in your classrooms in the beginning, or like the one that goes?
Yes.
Ching, ching,
Yes.
ching, ching?
Yes, we have this. No, so
Wait, how did you teach before Wi-Fi? I'm just kidding.
we had to create our own lessons. And it just, I feel like as soon as I do that, I already have a level of trust from them
Yeah.
because they're like, wow,
So
she
that's-
made me remember. I've never had a parent abuse it, and I would not be afraid to tell someone not to, text me or call me. Most parents text, they don't call.
Yeah.
They'll just say, and this is what they always say, I'm so sorry to bother you, but, and sometimes it's just like, my son forgot his homework, but if I can relieve that stress, look what I've done. I'm like the hero in the house. Mrs. Miller, I already contacted her. She said, don't worry about it. Turn in the next day. And so now, look what I've done. And that took just a couple seconds.
Yeah.
And I love that you said that. When I taught in New York in Harlem, that was actually a requirement of it was a charter school
Oh.
that everyone had our number. Now it could be a Google Voice number. It could be you just had to give a number, and it was like daily text, daily calls about various things. So it could be they weren't in school that morning. So then on the first prep, you were calling saying, "Hey, are they gonna be able to make?" Like that was just the
Right.
intensity of where I was working at the time. But I had never felt stronger connections to parents, families, knowing everything they had going on.
Yeah.
Hey, the subway's running late. We're going to be there. Great. And
Yeah.
I can move on. There was, it took away all elimination.
Yeah.
So I think, obviously, different districts have different policies about numbers, things like that. But any platform where you can get an immediate response, whether it's Google Chat, through an email, whether it's Class Dojo or something like that, I think that only builds that connection of we live in a world of that. Like we live in a world that if I need something, I'm going to call or text right away.
Right.
Sending an email with 24-hour response time, yeah, that would be
Right.
great. But I'm trying to get this done faster. So for me, I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you have to do that. And I kind of felt that way the first introduction to it, but it changed everything
really
for me, really, truly.
What's up, everyone? It's Chris. Thank you so much for listening to part 1 of this episode of The Flip Side. To continue the conversation, be sure to tune in next week for part 2 of this episode. Until then, we'll catch you on The Flip Side.